It's the second intermission. I really hope that I record more after this that I can add on. I don't think I'm going to be able to because the Vegas Golden Knights are just trash tonight. We were getting bailed out by the refs in the first period. I'm a Vegas fan. I admit it was biased towards Vegas. The penalty on Hyman for tripping Adin Hill stuck his pad out. His antics in the first period, ridiculous. He made some grade A saves tonight and also let in a complete muffin from Evander Kane. Yes, Brayden McNabb got in the way of it, but like that's not the point. I quite frankly don't want to talk about it because talking about this game, putting effort into talking about this game would be more effort than what the Vegas Golden Knights have shown. Yes, the Edmonton Oilers want it more than them, and obviously they want it, but they're not doing anything. The forecheck from Carlson and Smith has been the only thing to be able to really produce anything in the second period. The only time we actually got a decent shot on goal, like Skinner was like, okay, he hasn't been tested. He didn't need to be. The only time we got a shot on goal was Eichel on the power play that we probably shouldn't have gotten. That was shot off the post. It was a power play given because Kane was shoved by McNabb into Hill and then Adin Hill threw his ball. Like, yes, Adin Hill's antics, very annoying. Him standing up for himself is good in general, but not this game, not the way that he's been doing it this game. It's been Binnington-esque, and that's not great. Go on an insane run, win a cup, get a $6 million contract, and then do that. I don't know. Maybe it's a recipe for whatever. I like Adin Hill. I don't know what the heck he was doing in that first period. And that shot, anyway, I'm talking about the game. I don't want to. I want to talk about stuff that might be applicable soon for, I don't know, some hypothetical reason. My wife hates that I can't grow facial hair to save my life. This is like, let's see, can it focus? This is like, it's super patchy and it grows underneath more and completely uneven. I have like some hairs that attach this part because I'm half Asian, and the genetics for the few Asians that have good facial hair that's westernized, at least, that's not like the Fu Manchu, like the long beard that you can tuck into your belt. Yeah, no, that didn't make its way to me. Although this is a lot better than it was in 2021 when I made it through 3 rounds. It was better than that after a round. So, you know, I don't know. Yeah, my wife hates this. I'm only planning on doing this every other time Vegas is in the playoffs because her birthday is May. It's Star Wars Day, May 4th. And yeah, no, she has like some sensory stuff, and my baby does too. She hates it. And so yeah, I will not be doing it next year, no matter what. And the year that we won the cup, I didn't do it. So if Vegas wins the cup next year, and I'm not doing a playoff, I'm never doing it again. Even though I want one deep run, just because I want to see, I don't know. Anyway, Vegas, straight up, just not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
In the first game, we lost 4-2 after being up 2-0. Through the first 2 periods, we were up 2-1. Despite the fact that Edmonton dominated that second period, they dominated the second half of the first, and after that point, after those 10 minutes, like Edmonton won the rest of the game and they played the full 50 after that. Whereas in this one, Vegas didn't even show up to begin with. So we're through 40, and who knows? Skinner is Skinner, and I don't blame him for the Riley Smith goal from game 3. 50-50 him and Draisaitl / just terrible defense in front. Nurse needs to attack the puck, and he didn't. And McDavid and him both just dropped to the ice, which was the wrong decision. And, you know, whatever. But my entire point behind me saying all this is that fact that there is still time. Vegas could come back in this game. I just don't believe that they will. Vegas could get a 5-minute major, and I don't know if they'd get 3 shots on goal, let alone 3 goals. They did not, they
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Vegas outplayed Edmonton games 2 and 3. But Edmonton played well enough that they stole one of those games. Not really stole, they won one of those games. And at this point, it doesn't matter who played well for the better part of the game. If we take that example, it should be 2-2, right? Because Vegas was the better team for games 2 and 3, even though Edmonton won game. It doesn't matter. All that matters is the win. It doesn't matter how you do it. Vegas is not playing well enough to win. They're not. Edmonton is. All credit to Edmonton. I despise Evander Kane. I am so glad he made a full recovery, that you guys got to use LTIR legitimately, just like we did with Stone, but you guys are not gonna get any jokes out of it, and that kind of rubs me the wrong way. He didn't do anything wrong. He's driving the net, and that's good. Hyman is too. I love Hyman. My jersey for the Oil is a Zach Hyman jersey because of his work ethic, his crease crasher, zone ability, X factor ability. It's insane to me that we are going through all this and just Vegas has no fight in them. In game 4 and game 1, after the first 2 goals from Mark Stone, and that Vegas team from games 2 and 3 just completely disappeared. I don't know where they are.
No, I don't really feel like it.
Dorofeev, he's got to still be injured, right? That or he just is not good in the playoffs. Jack Eichel needs to shoot more. He straight up does. Like, he has a good shot, great shot, and he just does not use it. I'm not trying to make up excuses. Edmonton is the better team. They deserve, so far through 40, to be the one being up 3-1 in the series. And if they move on, like, I'm gonna be sad. But I also know that Vegas, the fact that I'm a Vegas Golden Knights fan, like, this franchise has spoiled the Vegas fan base. Like, we are so spoiled to be able to root for a continuous cup contender literally the entirety of our existence. We are so spoiled in that. I know that, 100%. But that doesn't mean that I am okay with losing. Does that make sense? Like, reverse, like, dude, reverse. If you had been in the playoffs 8 years in a row, won your division, you don't know what that's like, eh, Edmonton? It's fun to chirp back and forth. I can take it as long as it's like legitimate and not attacking me. Edmonton not winning a division since 86, 87, like, is weird, right? I couldn't believe it when I figured that out like 2 years ago. The fact that we've been to, what, 3 conference finals, the Western Conference final from the bubble, the 2021 playoffs, wasn't technically a Western Conference final. Montreal won it, so Stanley Cup final, 2 years, and then, no, we made it to the Western Conference final 4 years as well. But yeah, 4 times in 8 years, that's ridiculous. Insanely good. And if you had been to the Western Conference final 4 times, won a Stanley Cup, automatically, like, yeah, totally spoiled. Any team that wins the Stanley Cup, spoiled. Have been to 2 finals in that time. You had to watch your team perform like this, knowing they could do more, they could be more. Games 2 and 3 showed they are a better team than this, and they are not playing well. You have every right to be frustrated.
Not good enough.
Not good enough!
There's the Stanley Cup. Beautiful trophy. The one time I got to see it was during the pandemic. And so I didn't get to touch it. As a fan, like, you know, whatever. As players, there's the whole superstitions about touching the cup before you won it. 3-1 series deficit is not impossible to come back from. I'm gonna cut this out, by the way, if Vegas does the impossible. They've never come back from 3-0 like 3-goal deficit in the playoffs. And they have never come back from a 3-1 series deficit in the playoffs. And there's a first time for everything, but Edmonton looks so unbelievably good. Their bottom 6 is fantastic. Their D is better. If they get Pickard back, I'm not even joking, I seriously would nominate him for the Conn Smythe with an 892 save percentage. I don't want Edmonton winning. No, screw that. Even, like, it is what it is. You know, rivalry. Huh? 100%. You'd never root for the Calgary Flames to win the cup, eh? I'd be happy for Janmark. I'd be happy for Hyman. On some level, I would respect it for McDavid. It's a 7-game series. There's still 20 minutes left in this game. You can't lose belief. I think Vegas wins game 5. Edmonton could. We could be out in 5. That'd be a first. No, we were out to Dallas in 5 in the Western Conference Final in 2020. But no, it's I'd be glad we wouldn't get swept. And that playoff, that game buzzer beater goal from Riley Smith, even if that's our only win of the series, will be a memory that lasts years. that'll be replayed hundreds of times because all buzzer beaters are. But feel a lot better if Vegas won the series after that. Hopefully that's not it for today's round 2, game 4's nightly review. But in case, thank you so much for watching. Please watch my other stuff. I genuinely think you would enjoy the skits that I do. I really genuinely try to be not like a people pleaser, but I try to be objective. I know I'm biased, but I try to like enjoy hockey first, you know? And I think that comes across in my skits a little bit. I think you would enjoy it. I Dallas Stars fans from last series hate Vegas fans, obviously. A lot of them are in my videos commenting how I'm the only Vegas Golden Knight fan they feel bad for. If I'm your favorite Golden Knights fan, I'll take it. I despise the Edmonton Oilers. I respect most Oilers fans. Complaining about refs, rigging games, not it. Celebrating people getting injured, not it. There was one last thing I want to say before I close, before the third period, which I'm gonna watch in its entirety. Even if Vegas is down 10-0 with like 17 minutes left to play the third, if they somehow score 7 goals in 3 minutes, I'm gonna lose my mind, but I'm still gonna watch the rest of this game because I am stupid on some level. But no, there was a bar in Las Vegas that bought a bunch of billboard advertisements for today, advertising the 0.4 second game-winning goal throughout all of Edmonton as a troll job. And I was like, ha, that's funny. Please don't blow it today. Please don't blow it today. Please don't. And we'll see. But thank you for watching. Hopefully that's not it for today's nightly review. Have a good night.